find Omniscience Draft was a lot of fun the first couple of times it was out when people didn't have it completely solved. They were still trying to do cool synergy things, have fun with it. But I don't know if it's as fun. G'day, gang. Welcome back to the channel, MP Numbers, and I appreciate you being here. Today, we're jumping in. The weekend events are kind of back to normal. Planecation is done. Hopefully you picked up all your 5 lands if you were trying to get them. First things first, no video last week. The landfall event was the most infuriating event I've ever done, and I could not get a solid video out. If you had fun with it, more power to you, but I literally spent hours grinding. I couldn't get a deck that worked. I couldn't make things happen the way I wanted to, and I got so frustrated every single game when the good cards are being put on the bottom of my library and I get a 1/1 and I gain 1 life. Woo! Wizards, if there are any Wizards fans, Wizards people watching, I really dislike that event. Landfall could have been done so much better. Like, it could have been okay, off the top of my head, whenever a land enters the battlefield, choose one. Draw a card, creatures you control get +1/+1, or target opponent discards a card. Or you could even have gone either way, like if it's a plains, this happens, if it's a island, this happens. Like, just the way that it was done, like, reveal the top card of your library, put it on the bottom, do a minimal, terrible thing, or draw a land. How many times, how many games, how many different decks I had where I got a few turns into the game and all it was I held a couple of lands, maybe I'd gained a life or two, and my best cards are on the bottom of my library. Anyway, that is my rant done. I got my 5 lands. We're gonna use them, maybe. I still don't know if it's worth it, but anyway. This week we're kind of back to normal. Omniscience Draft now. I didn't realise the event came out on Friday. I apologise. Gonna start getting those videos back out on Friday like we used to do. For those of you who have not done Omniscience Draft before, we've got a couple on the channel. Check them out. Basically, the idea is you do a draft, you go through 3 packs, pick out 45 cards, and you can cast any card without paying its mana cost. You do get 5 mana to use other mana costs, like activate abilities and stuff. And yeah, basically you just want to win. The way to win this is to get big creatures, cards that say draw cards, and a bit of removal. You really need to avoid having things that don't straight up win the game, like enchantments are basically useless. Just random nonsense that would normally be decent filler in a draft deck, you just cannot use. So let's jump in and do a draft. Remember, we're looking for the biggest card, or the biggest creature, the card that gives me the most cards to draw, the ways to deal with our opponent's bombs. We really want to win the die roll. That's going to be your best thing that you can do. But let's see what happens. So in pack 1, we see the Wakery Elemental. Now, we're never going to activate this extra ability, but a 5/5 is not bad. Dragon Mage is okay. The only problem is your opponent obviously fills their hand as well. But if you attack, if you get the hit off, then you're probably playing 7 creatures and hoping your opponent's 7 aren't as good as yours. Reduced Ashes, one of the best removal spells, especially when it's free. And Silverback Shaman, also pretty solid. A little bit more relevant effect than this. Trample's also good, so it's kind of like Dragon Mage versus Shaman for me. I'm going to take the Shaman. It's a good card. Let's just turn the sound down a little bit. Risen Reef, obviously still a very good card. Dawn from Dreams, also a good card. Crasher does well. And the Necromancer, something I want to see. Risen Reef, the only thing is you're probably not building an Elementals deck, right? Like, let's take Dawn from Dreams. I think Dawn from Dreams is just going to be good here. Just because it's literally draw 2 cards, put them straight in the battlefield. Mind Rot, very powerful here if you draw it in your opening hand. Outside of that, it's kind of terrible. Battalion Foot Soldier, I've had a couple of drafts where this is pretty successful. Now remember, we don't have to worry about colours, we don't have to worry about mana curves. Volsclaw is just a good creature because it's just 7. It's a 7/7. Let's take the 7/7. If you do ever have a card that you want to start activating abilities for, probably the main one that I found which was relevant is the Loxodon guy, who you gain life and then you pay 6 mana to make his power equal to your life total, but then You need 6, because you only get 5 mana free, so you need 6 mana to do it. But look, this card says draw a card, so we're taking it. You don't want to have too many of the cards that draw cards that aren't creatures, because obviously if you're running out, then it's an issue. Pattern match is pretty good here, just because you literally get free creatures. Ticket Crasher. Ticket Crasher, if you find, you could pick up like, because the bots are still drafting normally, Boss Claw comes around, your big elementals come around, so having this, which just gives them trample, is pretty good. We'll take the Lavakin Brawler here. So we kind of want to get some elementals happening. Reduce to Ash is a solid card. Foot Soldier. So as you can see, we're sticking to our word here. We're just taking the biggest creature. We're finding ways to draw cards. Thought Distortion might be a card you play. That says draw a card on it. So because of the way the draft works, obviously you're going to pick up 45 cards, 15 packs worth of cards. Sorry, 15 packs per card, 3 packs. Lands don't count. Usually you'll end up with 42 to 45 cards, depending on whether you get a land in the pack, and you only need to make a very small number of cuts. What do we want here? We've got draw card, we've got removal, we've got removal. Let's take draw cards, just because I believe it was in War of the Spark, we had an opponent who literally drew 30-something cards on their first turn. They won, obviously, very handily. This guy does a lot of work. You're going to have to find a lot of creatures in play, so this is pretty solid too. This is good if you're running bows. I'm just going to take the Scourger though, Scourger, because yeah, they do a lot of work. We'll take another one. Boned Ash isn't terrible. It's the best card here. Boned Ash, stop the biggest creature being cast, draw a card. Another Brawler, sure. We're getting a few elementals up. Another Brawler, sure. Probably should have taken the Force Claw there. That's a dinosaur. Huh, I didn't know. But yeah, like we don't want cards like Wolf Pup. Like these cards are just not doing anything. Inspiring Captain, maybe you can play it on your last turn to get damage through. Let's take a Mind Rot. Heart Piece of Bow, a little bit less effective in this format, I've found. Sure. Hoping to not play cards like that, depending on how many lands we get. And the rares are most likely going to be your biggest card. Like people aren't playing 2/2s in this format, so Flame Sweep, not great. Gravedigger, good. Boreal Elemental loses a lot of its power because the 2 mana is free. This guy just seems fine. Like it's an 8/8, right? Force Claw versus Trailblazer. I think we got a lot of elementals. Take the Trailblazer. We'll probably get a Force Claw back later. There's a Force Claw. Sure. So we're doing okay here. Let's get the guy that replaces himself. This is where I don't hate having a pattern match. We're picking up doubles of a lot of these cards. Sure, Wolfkin Bond. That's probably the worst card I've picked up so far. The one thing I don't think I mentioned is you do only start with 3 cards, so sometimes, quite regularly, you find that the 3 cards you get are just the worst 3 cards you could ask for. I'll take a Folsom Marasa here. Bringing your best creature back from the graveyard is never a bad thing. Take that 4th Force Claw? Yeah. Ferro Bomb's always good. Anticipate, we're going to draw some cards. Sure. Relevant Elemental, and that goes in the sideboard. And a Zephyr Charge. Zephyr Charge is probably the card I see played most that shouldn't be being played. Pretty solid, because we've got 3 of these Lavakin Brawlers, we've got the little fella Trailblazer. We've got the guy that gives them trample. Did we get here? Yeah, Ticket Crasher. So we're going to hopefully do some cool stuff with elementals. We did miss out on the Prison Reef. That would have been nice. But let's see what happens. This hand is pretty miserable, to be completely honest. Because, yeah, this is a problem. You get that point where you don't quite have as many creatures as you need, as you want. If you can't cast 2 or 3 creatures in your first turn, then you do it pretty bad. But you cannot mulligan, because you can't mulligan down to 2. What we're going to do is we're going to Force Claw, we're going to befuddle our own Force Claw, draw a card, hopefully another creature, go from there. Yep. So we got a Battalion Foot Soldier, so that's not the card I thought it was. I thought that was the 5 mana 1 that gets +1, so a whole bunch of those would be good actually, but we did not get a whole bunch of those. Did we? No, we didn't. And we'll pass. So definitely a weak opener here. Let's see what our opponent does. Opponent plays a 4/6. Opponent plays a 7/6. Opponent plays a 1/2. Sure. So that's kind of what you want to be doing, adding what 12 plus points of power on the board. So we attack with the 7/7. Growth cycle it up to take something out of the play. Actually, I don't want. Yeah, I should have done that. Should have made him discard. It's fine. Take their biggest guy off the board. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Opponent, yeah. So we messed up there. If we'd passed, they would have had to discard a card, which was Prismite. Okay. Drawn from Dreams is a nice card to have here. Look at the top 7, put 2 into my hand, the rest on the bottom. So we just kind of want the best 2 here. I guess a Force Claw and a Thicket Crasher. Another Force Claw, another Tracker. Get in for 7. Trample means they'd have to triple block to kill it. Love to draw a pattern matcher here. Sure, what are we killing? Any elementals in your graveyard? No. Guess we kill these 2. Boom, boom. We've still got a 7/7 trample in play, plus a 4/3 trample. Opponent plays a 5/5. So we're going to trade Force Claw for their 5/5 here. Plus get a couple of points of damage in. Fuck it. Let's go for all. We know the Pulse and Rust on our bottom of our library, which kind of sucks here. But we're going to apply a lot of pressure here. Opponent's not rebuilt their board, so we've definitely got ahead at the moment. That can change pretty quickly though. That's the sensible block. Opponent's on 8. Let's see what they can do here. Opponent plays a Ripscale Predator. My turn. That's 5 damage, and that would be a game, I imagine. We block, they kill 2, they take 4, they take 3. Let's do this first. They take 5, they go to 3. Boom, activate this. Next, attack with all. And if they have a removal spell, they can survive the turn, but they're pretty close to dead here, and that's just game. Nice and easy, that's how you do it. Definitely not the best rollout you could have had, especially with that opening hand we had, but hey, Okay, so this hand's a little bit better. Obviously, we don't have any elementals to work with this. Inspiring Captain will be turn 2, not turn 1, but better than the last hand we had. Let's pass this over to the opponent. We've got 11 points of power coming through next turn. Love to draw an elemental. Ah, man. Ruin all my fun. Not elemental, but it's something. We're going to play Inspiring Captain. Definitely attack with our A-bomb. Play this guy to get 4 points of damage in. So this can become a 4-4. So we're not attacking with it. Opponent could double block here, but Death Touch makes it a full trade. Okay, just a trade for a Blade Brand. Though that's an interesting choice because now, oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. I was going to say the fire elemental trades with my creatures, but they're only 3/3s. Opponent attacks. Interesting. We'll take 5. Opponent's got Vorse Claw. Sure, good choice. Good play. Good play. Another Vorse Claw. Foot Soldier. Again, not the one I keep thinking. I keep thinking it's the 5-mana one. Definitely messed up that. We do not have attacks here. It's going to get tricky. Well, we have to block. 2, 5, 8. Five, 7. That's not even right. Just block these 2, then block this one. We get this, which is pretty useless. Okay. Alright, this game's over. These games happen very quickly, that's the other thing. You can kind of tell within the first turn or two who's going to win. Definitely, this is a good hand, so hopefully our opponent doesn't go nutso here, because we get a big monkey, a big dragon, and a fire lady. 12 points of power. And then next turn, as long as they can't kill our Dragon Mage, we theoretically, what the heck, get to draw 7 cards and play 7 creatures. Okay. We're gonna put another counter on their 8/8. Okay. Pattern match it. Now, we got 2 Shamans, didn't we? So we may as well play that. Take action. What do we have? Let's just get another Shaman here. A bigger boy. This is deal damage, this is die. So we'll attack for 5. Get to draw 7 cards. Play as many of them as we can. Alright. Gruesome Scourge is going to do it. So let's anticipate first. And there's no limits to the amount of cards you can cast, which is awesome. Get a Lavakin Brawler. Let's put an Angelic Gift on our Silverback Shaman. Drawn from Dreams. Keep an eye on how many we have in our graveyard. Oh yeah, obviously. We're going to 24 cards. Thicket Crasher. Lava Kindle. We're just going to put as many of them out, then drop the Gruesome Scourger. And that should do a ton of damage. Ain't even going to count. And if we don't win this turn, we should probably win next turn. So it was on 15. Boom, down to 3. Your turn. And that, folks, is the power of Omniscience Draft. Opponent plays a Force Claw. You got it. Opponent plays a Season of Growth. That's a card I haven't played yet. A lot of people say to play it. I don't think it's as good as they think it is. Scry top. Death Touch. You got it. You got it. Scry top, I guess. Opponent might just be in the cast all the creatures plan. Or they could have some kind of board sweep, which I don't think exists. You got it. Ooh. They're going to destroy one of my, probably my 8/8, I guess. My monkey. They could be trying to deck me here. They're still a long way away from that because I do have to draw a card whenever I lose life, so we need to stop as much damage as possible. Oh, they're going, yep, bouncy bounce. Sure. Destroy. Sure. You got it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, all those creatures are getting through. Uh-oh. Could be in trouble here, kiddos. We do have Trample. Trample is probably going to be the most relevant ability we have here. What? Trample, 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 Trample. Trample. Does this give Trample? Nope. Trample. Look, whatever happens this turn, we're pressing attack all. Wearing Aegis. Alright. Opponents are 23 cards. We're at 23 cards. We're going to tap. Sure. Do they have destroy target tapped creature? Pass to attackers. What do you got? My turn. Alright. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So as long as one of my creatures lives, I'm fine. They can have a counter spell. Yeah, bugger. Let's attack. Boop. Boop.
He chose poorly.
How many elementals do we have? We have 5 elementals. Opponent use all their creatures +1/+0. Let's see what happens. Wow, could be to exactly one creature. Oh no! So we got cocky. And we just lost ourselves the game, folks. I don't want to cast it. That's the like my opponent's going to be laugh at me when I cast it. Like I'm so dead next turn, aren't I? Man, that elemental kicked my butt. Can't figure out this ability on here. Alright, we're not dead, alright? Like, we've got outs. I hope we've got outs. As long as we don't die, we can win. We've still got Overcome in the deck. We've still got... I think we might be dead here, folks. I think we might be dead. And you sitting there laughing at this screen, thinking, what an idiot on MP is. He forgot about very obvious onboard things. Could have just won the game, but decided to go showy. I don't need that right now. I need your support, not your laughter. Thank you for those of you who are sending support. F in the comments? F in the comments. Oh, come off it. GRS is not a cards we're playing in this format. Okay, if I could get if I can live this turn and get Pulse of Marasa and rebuy my old other Grissom Scourger. If I can get Overcome, that'll be good. If I can get I think Pulse of Marasa is my best card. Is this the game I put at the bottom? I can't even remember. Okay, we just need to not die here. So block this. Block this, block this. Take 12. Hope and pray. Hope and pray. Pulse of Marasa 1 turn, folks. Post Marasa 1 turn. It doesn't even work now, he's on full life. Because I killed the creature. Do I have any other creatures that draw cards? Okay, Winged Words. Winged Words would give me Pulse of Marasa and a creature. Okay, now I need... Remember that really amazing turn we had? Let's just focus on that, remember back to that, and think of how good that was. And we were going to win the game, and we decided to be stupid instead. So we need Winged Words into creature and fuck me, come on. Get on with that, opponent. Yeah, we can keep this hand. Again, it's not great. 3 damage on turn 1. Player wins. Opponent's 1 creature is better than our 4 creatures. It's pretty sad. For your face, let's go. We'll take 5. Alright, give me a draw card. I got one of those. Alright, mine did more work, so I'm happy. Alright, give me a creature here. That's a nice one. We're going to be drawing some cards, folks. If this resolves. No? Okay, cool, yep. Alright, let's attack with everything. If they block with the Scourger, we'll pay 2 life to kill it. Befuddle, sure. Unless they want to block that. If they want to block that, that's fine, I don't care. I ain't planning on using the ability, it's just a creature. Right, we've got the 1/8. We're going to draw a bunch of cards next turn. Because we're going to draw a lot of because we're going to get hit for a lot of damage. So we should be okay. 7, sure, it's 10. Guess we'll block the 3/3. Well, I'll take 7. I'll take 7 and draw 7 cards. Yes, please. Unless you've got like +3, +3, and +3, +3. That would suck. Boom. Trigger, 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 trigger. Hey. Didn't read my cards. There we go. So, ooh, mastery. How you all go with your mastery trees? Are you going to get there before the rotation in, what, mid-September? That's not long away, is it? I just realised how close we are to the new set coming out. Hopefully it's a bit more exciting than this set. Alright. See if we can pull a couple more wins in here. Nice, quick games. Big boys, big girls, big peoples. Big spells, big damage. Let's go. Sure, let's keep our 2 worst creatures and our Voiceclaw. Let's let our opponent have a little laugh here. What are they playing that card for? What a loser. This MP numbers must not understand the format. Just a bad draft, bro. Voiceclaw smash. I am Voiceclaw. Right, because it's Groot from the Groot movie, Feet, Star-Lord, and stuff. Alright, we need to do something good. The only problem with this format, I said, you need to have a lot of those cards that draw cards, because you find yourself at this point where all you're doing is drawing a single card, might play a creature, pass. You need to... Sure. You need to... like if I draw Winged Words here, that's pretty solid. Is that the guy that does the double thing? The Panharmonicon? Yeah. Alright. Another Voiceclaw. So let's attack with this one. We'll trade it off for the 3/5. Oh. Oh. It's got Death Touch. Yeah. There you go. Trades these. Replace and pass. Ooh, is the other counter spell? Pulse of Marasa. Okay, okay. That's a little annoying. Surprise. Alright, you know what I want? I want Drawn from Dreams. Pulse of Marasa. Sure. Let's go. Show. For Schnitzel. Yeah, it's fine. We'll take that trade. And we'll pulse up back. Pulse one back. Still got a death touch, which is annoying. Lava Kid Roller. They can start attacking now, 4/4s. Reduce to Ash gets rid of the worst thing. We get to attack for 7. And we pass. We'll probably double block a Brawler if they attack here. Like these X2s just aren't doing anything. I don't care if we 2-for-1 ourselves. Sage's Row. A pattern matcher. Do they have another Sage's Row or another Lavakin? Oh, another pattern matcher. Another Lavakin. That's fine. Still happy to 2-for-1 myself for one of those. Alright, where is Voskor? Yay. Alright, let's do the same play and replace, attack and replace play in. We're going to put some Lavakin Brawlers in. No, okay, never mind. Boop, pass. I think we've still got one Voskor left, or do we have 3? I can't remember now. It's our 3rd. I think we had 4? I don't know. Opponent does nothing. +3, +2 until end of turn. Alright, let's see if we can do something cool with that. Go, go, go. I'll take that trade. Ooh. Ooh. We want to kill this. That doesn't matter. It's over here. Kill one of these brawlers. Yeah. Wasn't a bad turn. Opponent's on 8. We've got 2 2/4s, which will become 4/4s, will become 5/4s. They're going to hit me for 10. No, they're not going to hit me for 10. But we're going to attack. We're going to play our Dragon Mage. And hopefully when our Dragon Mage hits next turn, we get one of our Scourges to finish the game off. Turn on non-land permanents. What? Turn all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. If you turn 4 more permanents you control. Okay. So interesting choice of cards there, friendo. Alright, let's just go boop, boop, boop. Opponent's putting a slight delay on the inevitable. Game. Alright, what's that, 3 wins? Alright, this is a good 3. Drawn from Dreams, just a great card in general, so we can start with that. Growth Cycle obviously sits in a hand for a little bit. That's our best 2 creatures here. Dragon Mage Voskor, I guess. Or we'll want Wingwords. Dragon Mage Voskor. Boop. Boop. Opponent's thinking about that one. Oh, they have a countdown creature spell. Oh, okay. And we pass. Alright, so that's 11. That's 16 points of damage, plus our 3. It's 19 points of damage. Opponent plays a 1/2. That's a card. Opponent plays a 1/6. Opponent has added 2 points of power to the board. Pass, pass. Draw a card and cast it. Hey, bro. Alright, we'll attack. Draw 7 cards. Play 7 spells. Win the game. They can activate their knight. They can make it a 4-5. No, 3-4. No, 4-5. Yeah. So they're probably going to block the Thicket Crasher and make it a 4-5. Then we'll growth cycle it to the trade because it does get Death Touch as well. And that's fine. And then we get to draw a bunch of cards. Plus we're hitting for, what, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit for 8, put him to 12. Ooh, opponent's got cards. They're looking at their hand. Opponent's got a befuddle. What did they put that on? Oh, that's mean. Okay, hitting for 6. And let's draw some cards. The opponent discards Soul Salvage and a Dragon. That's why you always play your creatures out. Alright, let's go. Battalion Foot Soldier. Opponent's thinking. That is pretty perfect right there. Let's resolve that. That's a decline. Audacious Thief. Healer of the Glade. Opponent timed that very well because now we're going to pulse it back. Not to mention we're going to have a... Oh, we get to gain 3 lives. That's nice too. Play a Vorst Claw. Play this. I could even draw an extra card here, actually. Let's do that. I just realised I can activate this. This is pay 2 life, draw a card. Can't do it twice, unfortunately, because of only having access to 1 black mana. I drew 2 cards? I drew 2 cards because it's 2 life. Oh, poo. Let's draw another card with Befuddle. I'm just going to draw all of the cards. We've got Boned Ash when they cast a spell next turn. Thought Distortion. Let's look at their hand. That's a pretty solid one. So now we know what we want to counter. Opponent decides to draw a card. Oh, so those 7 cards we gave them, they just lost. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. Alright, let's pulse it back. Let's give them another look at 7 cards. Actually, no, let's be sensible here. Let's make it really hurt. End our turn. Let's draw 2 cards. So Velas is pretty good. I got 2 more creatures. Yeah, let's let him have a 5/5. I bet want him to draw a card. Boop. We get to draw the card. I'm the one who draws the cards. Opponent scoops at 14. Oh yeah. Man, that dragon into Thought Distortion was so sweet. That's why you need to have lots of creatures in your library, not so many spells. So this hand sucks. But they really shouldn't even give you the choice here. Opponent just passed a turn doing nothing, so the hand just got a little bit better. Counterspell? Okay. Sparring Captain. Anticipate. Opponent doing some bullshit here. Funnel my own dude, and yes, I'm sure. Thank you, Wizards. I appreciate, but I am sure. Cool, play that. Alright, we got 5 points of power on the board, 6 points for free. +2 +2, it's 10 points. Alright, we need some action here. That's all kinds of bullshit, that is. Not auto pass in case they go for a shock or something. Befuddle, yep. Put us on the draw cards plan, rather than the play creatures plan, apparently. My turn? Alright, let's all attack. Oh, I should have played first. Oops. If we lose by 1 point, it's because we didn't cast Divorce Claw first. If they have another counter spell. No, okay. Opponent's just kind of drawing nothing, it feels like. Well, they actually tried to draft a blue-black control deck. Wolfkin Bond, oh that's sweet. Nice guy, opponent. You're a good friend. Creature. Okay, well that's less nice, opponent. Come on. I thought we were friends. Sacrifice the wolf. Kill my Vorst Claw. My Vorst Claw. It thought it was the best claw, but it was the worst claw. That would have been nice a turn ago. Pass. Got Death Touch. What's he do when he dies? To attack creature card, bone man cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, I ain't gonna do anything for you, friendo. Drawn from Dreams. Opponent's like... Opponent has cast more non-creatures than I feel comfortable having in a deck like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10. Watch me lose now that I've talked shit about the deck. Skeleton. Sure. There's one to counter, finally. Ooh. Can I draw a card now? Did he have the negates? Oh, he has the negates as well. Wow. Alright, looks like I'm getting hit for 6. 6, 9. Alright, alright. Alright. How do we win this game? Not with that, I mean, sure, but... Yeah. Opponent is not a good person, it is official. Alright, we need Dragon Mage. We need Dragon Mage, we need to live, we need to hit. It's kind of the only way we win in this game. You got a 1-2. Zephyr Charge. Okay. Like, kind of unnecessary at this point, right? Like, you're giving you 5-8 flying, but you think I was going to do block? I suppose it could have blocked. But, yeah. I don't know. We're on 9. You get a counter. Yeah, we're dead. Joke's on you. Ah. Let's give him the judges. Yeah, we killed the knight. And we're done. Alright, so we got 4 and 3. It's an average result. Definitely could have gone better. That one, we're going to talk about it again. We should have won. We should have won, but we didn't. Yeah, don't get cocky. Play sensibly. Otherwise, look, thanks for watching. Before we go, hey, wait here. Check it out, my daughter. It is Father's Day here in Australia. It's Sunday, September 2nd, September 1st. My daughter made me this. It's so cool. My first official fan art. Check it out. It's me. Check it out. I got the glasses. I got glasses. Got the crazy hair. That's my fluffy hair. With the beard. And he's wearing a shirt. What's that on his shirt? MP numbers. And let's be honest, we all know there is nobody else in the world that wears a shirt that would say MP numbers. So this, from my beautiful little girl, is my first official fan art. Have a great one, guys. Bye.